I'm Rob from Barefoot Gaming, and today we review Hitman 3 in virtual reality. Let's do this. If you don't know what the Hitman series is all about, you play as Agent 47. So you are a bald with a big tattoo of a barcode on the back of your head guy that is trying to blend into different scenarios, and you're generally trying to kill a target. And the hook with the Hitman series is there isn't just one way to do it. For one thing, there are multiple ways to kill your target, but you can also stealth your way through it, you can go loud through it, and every time you play through, you can kind of find different ways to get through your missions. Now, Hitman 3 is the newest in the series, so you get the opportunity to travel all over the world killing targets willy-nilly. I should also mention that if you have any of the other Hitman games, you can connect them to your IO Interactive account, and you have access to play your Hitman 1 missions, your Hitman 2 missions. It's a really cool feature, but how well does this translate into VR? Because let's be honest about this has been out on PlayStation VR since last year. I have been really excited about this. So when this finally came out, it came out at $60 US, $80 Canadian, except it's not quite that simple. There's also a $100 version, and $110, $120. And the one I think you have to mail your kidney into IO Interactive. And it's really hard to figure out what you're getting with which version. Now, I was super careful because this is obviously not only a VR game, but I wanted to make sure I could get it in VR. I just went with the standard version because it made it very clear this is VR capable. And when I launched it, to my surprise, it launched in cinema mode. So I'm looking at the curved screen and I'm like, oh, shoot, I goofed up. So I exit, back out really quick, and I check through the options. I'm like, oh, maybe because I've got it turned on so that cinema mode will run, I turn it off, launch it again. It's like, well, this game doesn't support VR. I'm like, did I get the wrong version? So I go back to the Steam store, I'm looking through, frustration. I'm like, you know what, I'll just keep pushing ahead. So I flip the cinema mode back on, I get back in. For some reason, it's playing off backwards on the other side of my room, but whatever, the little glitches, this game has just come out. So I walk to the other side of my room so I'm not having to read things backwards, and I continue. Lo and behold, it says, hey, did you want to play this in VR? I'm like, yes, I do. So my controllers are ready, I am good to go, and I try to launch the tutorial mission, and it says it's not available anymore. This game came out yesterday. I don't understand, but whatever. I really, really want to like this game. I have played the Hitman games in 2D. I haven't played 3, but I've played the others and I have enjoyed them. So I pushed through and I picked the next mission. Sure enough, that one will teach you how to play. Great. This game is janky AF. No joke. Movement is janky. The fact that when you interact with people, that is janky. Now let me give you a really quick example of what I'm talking about. The very first guy that you're supposed to knock out, it tells you to take both your hands, hold them out in front of you, and pull both triggers on my index controllers. No problem. I do that and I grab him by the shoulders. He turns around and he starts yelling and he takes off, and I'm like, what did I do wrong? I was holding it up at his neck. So I run, I hide. 30 seconds later, everybody's given up. Clearly it was a mistake. So everybody goes back to where they were and I try again. This time I actually managed to choke him out. I hold the buttons in, choke him out till he hits the ground. It tells me to press the B button. I strip off all of his clothes. I'm wearing them, and then I have to figure out how I'm gonna hide the body. Okay, now we're back to Hitman gameplay. I move a little bit further ahead and it's like, press your LB to continue. And I'm like, LB? So I'm pressing my A and my B and my trackpad and everything on my controllers, and I can't get this to work. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. Yes, there is a way. They wanted me to use my left mouse button. Odd. Whatever. I go sit down at my computer. I use my left mouse button. It proceeds. It tells me to press escape if I want to save. Okay, so now I'm a little bit annoyed because now I actually have to use my keyboard and mouse, my VR controllers, while I'm in VR. I can't see them. I have no words. This is the continued process. Everything about this game has potential to be incredible. Nothing really works right. So even if it looks cool, even if I can do my little jumps into the room and hide in like plain sight, it's broken. This is not ready. And what frustrates me is IO Interactive can't have not known that. Like, as soon as you pass that to someone to play and they'd be like, oh yeah, press the mouse button. Are you going to assume I'm sitting at my computer? There's this whole thing about if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Well, I'm not keen to just stand here for like 3 minutes and just look disappointed. I wanted to write IO Interactive a poem of how they have broken my heart, because this game has potential. And honestly, I think all of this is fixable, but right now it is broken to bits. Now, I would say normally download the demo, try it out, and see what you think. A demo is available, but not for VR. You know why it's not available for VR? This game is broken to bits. I do not recommend Hitman 3 in virtual reality right now. I would play this in third person in virtual reality. I think that would be super cool. If they would just change almost everything about it, this could be great. Maybe they will. Right now, this is a definite pass. That is my super disappointing review for Hitman 3 in virtual reality. If you have questions, leave them below. If you like our reviews, it helps when you click the little like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you again really, really soon. See ya.